Good afternoon and welcome to Ogtv News at 2. I am Ogtv. Remember, you can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, on YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. And for the latest news and reports, join us on. You can check us on this platform X at Ogun TV, on Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, has died at age 100. Carter was surrounded by his family at his home in Plains, Georgia. In his final moments, the Carter Center, since he passed on, it has been an outpouring of remembrance for a life of principle.
I do promise you is that I will lead our fight, and I will enforce fairness in our struggle, and I will ensure honesty.
Jimmy L. Carter, a peanut farmer from Plains, Georgia, who served in the U.S. Navy, was president from 1977 to 1981. Championing human rights at the center of U.S. foreign policy, Carter forged a still-standing peace treaty between Egypt and Israel. He also established the Department of Energy in 1977.
But the time for racial discrimination is over.
Shortly after his presidency, Carter and his wife Rosalind established the Carter Center, which has monitored international elections and promoted public health across the world.
The fact that I was a hunter and a fisherman and an outdoors person from my earliest life, I think set the stage for my future interest when I became a public official.
For President Jimmy Carter, morality was a personal obligation that became a national calling. A deeply religious man, he taught Sunday school for most of his adult life until the point in 2020 when he physically could not anymore, and he projected that same moral leadership from his entry into politics through his ascendance to the presidency. Once there, he understood in a deeply personal way that he was spreading values of decency, morality, and human rights to a Cold War world that needed hope. Since the announcement of his death, it has been an outpouring of remembrance for a life of principle. Joe Biden and Donald Trump have led tributes to former U.S. President and Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Today, America and the world, in my view, lost a remarkable leader. He was a statesman and humanitarian. He forged peace, advanced civil rights, human rights, promoted free and fair elections around the world. He built housing for the homeless with his own hands. And his compassion and moral clarity lifted people up and changed lives and saved lives all over the globe.
Carter, who lived longer than any president in history, died on Sunday afternoon at his home in Plains, Georgia, while Trump said all Americans owe Carter a debt of gratitude. Trump posted on Truth Social the challenges Jimmy faced as president came at a pivotal time for our country, and he did everything in his power to improve the lives of all Americans.
I've had a wonderful life. I've had thousands of friends, and I've had an exciting and adventurous and gratifying existence, and I'll be prepared for everything that comes.
Meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has extended his deepest condolence to the government and people of the United States of America on the passing of former President Jimmy Carter, who died at the age of 100. President Carter, the 39th President of the United States, was a beacon of service to humanity, demonstrating to leaders worldwide the profound impact of dedication beyond the highest office. As a Nobel Peace Prize laureate and global statesman, President Carter devoted his post-presidential life to the cause of peace, democracy, and the eradication of tropical diseases. His unwavering commitment to this noble pursuit has left an indelible mark on the world. President Tinubu fondly recalls President Carter as a trustworthy and compassionate friend to Nigeria. He lauded Qatar's significant contribution through the Qatar Center, particularly its efforts in eradicating guinea worm disease and river blindness in Nigeria, which have significantly improved the lives of many Nigerians. Reflecting on Nigerian-U.S. relations, President Tinubu nostalgically remembers President Carter's historic visit to Nigeria in March 1978 and his three-day stay at a state house in Marina, Lagos State, under Carter's leadership. This visit marked a pivotal moment in U.S. foreign policy. It laid the groundwork for a pragmatic relationship between the United States and Africa, with Nigeria at its heart. President Tinubu expressed hope that President Carter's legacy of decency, character, and humanity, both in and out of office, will continue to inspire Americans and leaders worldwide to embrace the true essence of leadership. In different development, the federal government has expressed sympathy with the government and people of South Korea following the tragic crash of Jeju Air Flight 2216, which led to the death of about 179 passengers. In a statement by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson, Abeokuta in Abuja, the federal government conveyed its condolence to the bereaved family and expressed solidarity with South Korea. The crash occurred on Sunday, December 29, 2024, when the Boeing 737-800, returning from Bangkok, Thailand, attempted to land at Muhan International Airport in southern South Korea. The plane skidded off the runway and collided with a wall, resulting in a fiery explosion. Out of the 181 passengers and crew on board, 179 lost their lives, leaving only 2 survivors. The Nigerian government described the crash as a tragic loss and reaffirmed Nigerians' support for the South Korean people. And in another development, Ogun State Governor Prince Abeokuta has expressed profound sorrow over the passing of Prince Mahi Abdulkadir, the Chief of Staff to Kwara State Governor and the Chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, Abdurrahman Abdurrazak. Prince Abdulkadir's death reportedly occurred in the early hours of Saturday at the University of Ilori Teaching Hospital. In a condolence message issued in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, Governor Abiodun described the death of Chief of Staff as painful, saying it is a great loss to the Kwara State Executive Council. He emphasized that Prince Abdulkadir's demise also represents a significant loss to both his immediate family and the broader Kwara community, given his unwavering commitment to public service. Governor Abiodun conveyed his sympathies to Governor Abdurrazak, acknowledging the profound gap that will be left by the death of Prince Abdulkadir. He noted the late Chief of Staff's contribution to the progress and development of Kwara State, adding that his efforts have left an indelible mark on the state and its governance. Prince Abdulkadir was not only a dedicated public servant, but also a humble and hardworking individual whose reliability and dependability were exemplary. His commitment to the betterment of Kwara State was evident in all his undertakings, Governor Abiodun noted. He emphasized that the late Chief of Staff was a significant figure whose strategies and initiatives played a vital role in shaping the policies and programs that benefited the people of Kwara State. This passage is a reminder of the frugality of life and the importance of cherishing the moment we have with our loved ones. Abiodun added, even as he prayed Allah to grant the deceased Al-Jannat Firdaus. Away from that story, as Christmas 2024 comes to a close, its aftermath is being felt across the country in a variety of ways. Retailers are tallying their final holiday sales numbers, and families are reflecting on the celebration, which this year included both traditional gatherings and new forms of social events. Nkem Ago says a surge in consumer spending to the emotional impact of families. The post-Christmas period is one of significant economic and social change. Our report is presented in this package.
According to industry reports, spending surged by nearly 5% this year compared to 2023, despite concerns over inflation and economic uncertainties. The demand for tech gadgets, clothing, and home goods was particularly strong, with online sales continuing to dominate. On the social front, Christmas 2024 marks the continuation of a trend towards more unique and personalized holiday events. Private parties, community gatherings, and destination holidays were all the rage, with many choosing to break from traditional celebrations in favor of experience that reflected personal interest. Ogtv crew went round Abeokuta metropolis to check the aftermath of Christmas season and spoke with respondents.
I think this time around people are not really coming out due to the country and everything, but we shall thank God. Everything without be thanking God, because at least we are alive to see this Christmas, not in the grave and all. Because everybody knows you. Àwọn tó lọ ilé ọdún ọ̀sán yàtọ̀ sáà sígbà tí kò sí ọkùnrin sá àmàlẹ́jì ni o so ìgboro yìí ó lé dàgbọ́dọ̀ wúmi o everybody kẹ́hìn rọ́gẹ́dì ẹ̀ náà ni àti jẹ àti mú onínira fẹ́ẹ́ nìkan kan wá.
kódà àwọn èèyàn gan ọ̀rajà rárá owó ẹran làwọn èèyàn wá kò sọ jẹ́ rárá bóyá àmàlẹ́jẹ ẹ̀ tilẹ̀ ìwé rẹ̀ ti pálí méjìlá máa tàtìlẹ̀ ìsìn agídíláwé ńlá stéètì kan àtìlájì sí mi. ọjọ́ yẹn òfin bẹ́yà ọjọ́ tí wọ́n gan ó ti wọ́n jù kò sí wọn kọ́ ń ta àti àkọ́ fún àwọn gan ó nira fún yàn.
The holiday season served as a reminder of the importance of family, community, and shared experiences, even as individuals face the challenges of post-holiday recovery. The economic and social ripples from Christmas 2024 will continue to shape the coming year as people assess their priorities and plan for a more sustainable future.
As 2025 looms, clerics have predicted a better 2025 for Nigerian economy. Their predictions serve as a blend of caution and hope, encouraging reflection and strategic planning for individuals, leaders, and the nation at large. Bolaji Sampson completes the report.
As 2025 approaches, clerics have shared vision of the year ahead, while emphasizing that prophecies are not meant to instill fear, but to prepare people for potential outcomes, urging Nigerians to pray and act wisely to avert negative events. It was said that 2025 would be a year of restoration for Nigeria.
Still be hopeful in the Lord for better days to come. Whatever we are passing through, according to the word of God, when we look at the glory that we follow, we have the joy in us that things will still change for better.
Prayer that year 2025 will be peaceful. We will have relief. God will bestow His mercy upon us. God will come down from His throne and make things easy for us. There shall not be any difficult things around our lives.
It was assured that Nigeria would triumph over its various challenges and be on the path of revival by 2025, and that God has not abandoned the country. Hence, the coming year, though could also be tough, but citizens will witness relief from the current hardship.
It's our year of advancement. It's our year of lifting. So we must be prepared for this. And it doesn't matter how hard the world, generally, not Nigeria alone, is all over the world. We have a covenant with God. We must walk in that covenant, and the Lord is going to distinguish us.
25, God is telling us that we will sing. We are going to sing again of His mercy. We are going to sing of His help. We are going to sing of good things. We are going to sing of wonderful things we never expect in year 2025.
They all affirmed that the present challenges that Nigerians are facing are part of a broader process to improve the nation's future. Bolaji Sampson, Ogtv News.
Christian faithfuls have been reminded of the blessing that accompanies workers who remain dedicated, honest, and prayerful in their professional responsibilities. This was emphasized by Prophet Sam at the first-year anniversary and Thanksgiving service of the Redeemed CNS of Jehovah, known as Omobaba Wuli Prophetic Outreach. Olaide Oloye reports.
The Redeemed CNS of Jehovah, known as Omobaba Wuli Prophetic Outreach, founded by Prophet Sam Ajayi-Ojo a year ago, to lead people into the knowledge of God through an in-depth study of the Word of God, prevalent prayer and spiritual worship. The House of God celebrates first anniversary and Thanksgiving service on the journey so far. It's prayer service, praise and worship with Thanksgiving dance. During the sermon, congregation were urged to love one another and make covenants with mercy. As the founder celebrates the reason for the season and the journey so far, Christians were reminded of the need to be appreciative of God's blessings and protection, despite the challenges encountered over the years.
God has really intervened in the journey of my life, exactly this particular place. So this is why I am celebrating this one in the first year. I make sure that being CNS Church of Jehovah, being CNS particular, so I make sure we evangelize, we go out, house to house evangelism, of which I want nowadays CNS to imbibe this habit.
Taking this year's theme from the book of Isaiah chapter 61 verse 7, members of the church share the joy for the success of the first anniversary of the Lord's house.
God has been doing a lot in this church. God has been able to do in the past 1 year, and it's been wonderful. So if Christians can try as much to be able to hold on that, I'm very, very sure they are on the right track.
He's been so faithful to us here. God has been faithful to us since last year. We are here to celebrate God, to celebrate 1 year anniversary. With that, we tag a covenant of mercy. God is so good to us.
Prayers were offered for the peace and progress of the nation as they hope for a better year, while the whole church celebrates God in songs and dance. Olaide Oloye, Ogtv News.
And moving on to more federal stories, the security agencies are tightening security at the Nigeria-Niger Republic borders, especially within the Sokoto axis. This followed an alert on the activities of the terror group popularly called Lakurawa, but officials of the Nigerian Immigration Service, who spoke in confidence, said there were no cause for alarm about the matter. The source said the service had stepped up efforts to frustrate incursions of illegal migrants into the country. A top NIS official said the service and other security agencies were closely monitoring the borders. The 6th Division of the Nigerian Army has successfully dismantled 20 illegal oil refining sites, recovered 90,000 liters of stolen petroleum products, and arrested 8 suspects in a major operation across the Niger Delta. The raid, conducted in collaboration with sister security agencies, targeted criminal activities in Rivers, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, and Delta State between December 23rd and 29th, 2024. The acting Deputy Director of 6th Division, Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Danjuma, disclosed his achievements in a statement issued in Port Harcourt. He confirmed that the operation led to the destruction of illegal refining sites, the seizure of stolen products, and the deactivation of 21 boats used for criminal activities. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency has predicted dust haze from Monday to Wednesday nationwide. NIMET's weather outlook, released in Abuja, predicted a moderate dust haze on Monday in the northern region with a visibility range of 2 to 5 kilometers and forecast localized visibility of less than or equal to 1 kilometer through the forecast period. The north central states are expected to experience moderate dust haze with visibility range of 2 kilometers to 5 kilometers and localized visibility of less than or equal to 1 kilometer during the forecast period. NIMET anticipated early morning mist or fog in the southern part of the country and moderate dust haze with a visibility range of 2 kilometers to 5 kilometers during the forecast period. Telecommunications operators in Nigeria have warned that service disruptions are imminent unless tariffs are adjusted to account for escalating operational costs. The chairman of the Association of Licensed Telecommunication Operators of Nigeria, Benga Adebayo, issued the warning in a statement. Adebayo described the telecom sector as under siege, citing soaring operational costs driven by inflation, volatile exchange rates, and rising energy prices. He noted that despite these challenges, tariffs have remained unchanged, leaving operators struggling to maintain quality service and expand their network. The telecom chief warned that without an immediate tariff adjustment, operators may resort to service shedding, leading to limited availability of telecom service in certain areas. In the world of sport, four-time Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka made a winning straight set start to her season Monday as she strives to rediscover the form that took her to world number one. The Japanese star has struggled for consistency since returning to the court a year ago after the birth of her daughter Shai in July 2023. Now ranked 57, she stressed on Sunday that the fire to win still burned brightly, and she was confident of revisiting her former glories. Now under the wing of Serena Williams long-term coach Patrick, the 27-year-old put in a solid performance at the Auckland Classic to overcome Israel Lena Glishko, ranked 221 6-4, 6-4, but she has to dig deep, with Glishko making her work hard in the rallies. And finally, the Chan Eagles are simply